We're live. We're live. Evening team, how are we going? Toxic, I'm I'm really sorry. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a whirlwind of the number of people that I've actually met in the last kind of 4 months. Well, when did I come to Rangi? Rangi at the end of May, and since then the last 3 months has just been like, whew, that's a lot of school visits. Usual suspects, hello and welcome. JC Pebbles, I think I'm still waiting for your I'm still waiting for an email from you regarding your t-shirt. I'm trying to see, unless you sent it and I missed it somehow. No, I don't have an email from you, JC. God, this stupid thing is annoying. So, oh, was it on Insta? Oh man. Okay, I was actually looking through my email. You must have messaged me there and I forgot to write it down somewhere. Ah, yep, gotcha. Oh, yep. Okay, got it, JC. I will write it down and I'll actually send it out to you this weekend. Awesome. Have you received your gear yet? Because I know the Mount Albert crew received it today. Swant, if you're actually on, go see Mr. Walden. He's got the gear waiting for you. Evening, Tina. Welcome back, Laura. And Kuja, welcome back. What are we up to today? Thanks, Zion. Appreciate it. Yeah, I felt really bad when I came by and I didn't have Swant's stuff. So, okay, so we are up to part 14. And so today we're going to continue finishing off differential equations. I've literally kept Simpson's rule and trapezium rule for the last dying moments of the stream. Not the stream, what do you call it? This series. So the only thing about Newton's law of cooling, I still haven't caught the stupid bug that's just flying. The only thing that you need to know about Newton's law of cooling is this little formula. Now, the last few times, or the last couple of sessions we've been here, you've been looking at, you know, just differential equations and then kind of like swapping the sides around and doing it. So the only thing about Newton's law of cooling, sorry, I'm just going to rush through the write up of this. So the way we write the equation is that we have dt, d little t, and then negative k t minus t0. Now this thing in the yellow box is actually worth remembering, and I'll tell you, and I'll let you guys know what each of these things mean. So this is basically temperature of something. Then we have the little t, which is time. Now there is a couple of things that's actually worth remembering. Now automatically when we see t0, we think that this is when the little t is equal to 0, but it's not. So this is just one little kind of change to this. This is known as how do I put this as surrounding temperature. So what happens with this is that let's say you pour like a hot water, right? Like, you know, take hot water and then you pour it into a cup and you let it kind of cool down. Hey Swant, no worries, mate. Your gear is ready with Mr. Walden. Go see him, and Farazino as well. His gear is there as well, and the other guy, Way, which I need to send Mr. Walden his details. But anyway, look, it's going back to this. So imagine it like this: you take a boiling, a cup of hot water, and you pour it into a cup. Now, what's going to happen to that water in that cup is that eventually it's going to kind of like cool down, right? But the thing is, the surrounding temperature can actually alter the rate in which how fast it can cool down or not. Like, for example, like, I mean, I'm just trying to, like, if you know me, you know that I'm absolutely terrible at chemistry. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me with this. Like, if you pour a hot water into a cold cup, will the water cool down a lot quicker if it's in a cold temperature compared to a hot temperature? What do you think? I don't know. Maybe we need to do it as let's actually do that as a question. You guys are saying yes. I don't know what that means. So if it's in colder temperatures, it'll take longer to cool down. Man, it'll cool down faster in a colder temperature. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. All right, so what we'll do is setting it up. I am going to actually, we'll actually do a little question based on that, all right? So, and we'll do it two ways because we're actually going to test that theory. So I know, but Cujo, I'm not good at common sense, right? Like, that's just me. Cool down faster in a cold cup compared to a room temperature cup. Oh, that's interesting. Now we're getting complicated. All right, so let's say we've got some hot water, and what's going to be happening with this hot water is at 70 degrees, and it cools down to 40 in 5 minutes. In a room, so there's a room, so it's a surrounding, in a room at 20 degrees Celsius. All right, and we want to know what is the temperature after 10 minutes. So I will kind of start actually working through this, right? So basically all we're going to do is whenever we see like this kind of surrounding temperature, we just, you know how like I think someone asked me this in the last session, how do we know it's KY, or how do we know it's like inverse of that and so on? It's all to do with the wording, right? Now in this one there's nothing that says about like it's just like there's something that's actually affecting the temperature. So we're going to use the Newton's law of cooling, dE, differential equation. So when we do this, we are going to put dt negative k T minus T naught. Now this step is, again, it's a bread and butter step, right? I mean, it's pretty much what you've been doing so far in differential equations, because all you have to do is you have to separate the capital T with the little t. So we're going to rewrite this as dt over t minus t0 equals negative kt. Now remember that T0 is actually the surrounding temperature, and the surrounding temperature is, we are assuming that it's going to be constant. That means it's not going to change. Like if they say it's 20 degrees, that means it's going to say 20 degrees for the whole time for the water to actually cool down. So because, oh yeah, kdt, sorry, kdt, thank you. Yeah, because it's actually, that number is actually a constant, we don't actually have to worry about, when we integrate it, we don't actually have to worry too much about it. So our next step is we're going to integrate both of these things. When we integrate this side, what we're going to get is ln, and I think this is just something that's worth remembering, but you can actually do it as, can you do it as ekt plus c? No. In this particular one, it would help you to actually put, to actually leave the, oh, I don't think it matters. No, because no, it wouldn't matter, because we can just still do it like this. T minus T0 equals negative KT plus C. So I was just having a look at my notes and I had written something else. So we can still do that. We're going to put negative KT plus C. This bug is just annoying me. Come on, did I get it? Negative KT plus C. Now, pretty much what we've been doing is now we just get rid of that ln. So if we get rid of this ln, what we're going to get is T minus T0 equals E negative KT plus C. Now remember, when we have E to the power of negative KT plus C, we can separate it. we're going to separate it to e to the power of c multiplied by e to the power of negative kt. Now e to the power of c is just a constant, so we're going to get t minus t0 equals, we're going to call this maybe k e negative t. Like, I mean, you don't have to call it k, you could call it any letter you want, as long as you can actually say that it's a constant. Right, now we've set up this equation, we actually start substituting the information that we know. We know that when little t equals to 0, big T equals 70 degrees. So we can substitute that as 70 minus 20 equals Ke negative Kt. So with that in mind, we can actually figure out what capital K is, because we're going to get 50 equals capital K e to the power of negative K0. This is just going to be K is equal to 50. Once we have K equals to 50, we can rewrite our equation as T minus T0 equals 50 e to the power of negative Kt. Now I'm going to pause here for a second, and I'm going to let you folks to kind of carry on with this question from here. So at the moment, we have got the equation as this, T minus 20 equals 50 e negative Kt. What I would like you folks to do is do the next part of it, which is when t is equal to 5, remember that capital T is equal to 20. And using this, you should be able to find, did I say 20 or 40? No, 40, sorry. So when t equals to 5 seconds, we need the temperature is actually 40 degrees. So use this to figure out what K is, and once you figure out what K is, you've pretty much solved the question. Because at that point, last part is you just have to substitute little t equals to 10. Hey Raina, and hey Bhavya, welcome. Let's see how we go. And in the meantime, what I'll do is I will see if I can pick up some excellence questions for us. Because these questions are all end up being excellence questions anyway, so. Oh, we gotta do kinematics. Guys, do we need to spend time doing kinematics again? Because nothing's changed from level 2. Still the same thing as level 2. Masturbate, probably not, because if I do that, I don't know when I'll get sleep. My aim is to do level 2 calculus next. All right, Cujo, I'm gonna draw up some line numbers, and I would like you to tell me where you're lost at, and I'll try and help you out, mate. Let me know which part you're lost at, TJ. I mean, not TJ, Cujo. Yep, because remember that k times 0 is 0, and then e to the power of 0 is equal to 1. So it's just one extra step that I've kind of skipped out there, because this will become e to the power of 0, and then 50 is equal to k times 1, and then k is equal to 50. Did we do this mass X question? I'm trying to think. Why you have to get rid of ln in line 3 to 4? Well, because Blake, I want to get rid of ln because I want to write it as e. I mean, you can try and do it without it, but I think it'll be a bit tricky. It'll definitely be a bit tricky to do that, because you'll end up with some like ln of 50 equals e to the power of c or something like that. Oh, we've got a couple of different answers. I'm trying to think, did we do this question? Okay, let me just go through this now. So now with this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down 40 minus 20 equals 50e negative k times 5. So I'm going to get 20 equals 50 e to the power of negative 5k. 20 over 50 is 0.4 equals e negative 5k. Then I'm going to get ln of 0.4 equals negative 5k, and k is equal to ln of 0.4 divided by negative 5. Now, whatever that is, like, let me just check the notes. Should have got k equals to 0.83, but let's just check it if I've done it right. We have ln of 0.4, and then that's divided by negative 5. So there we go. K is equal to 0.183. And then what we're trying to do is trying to figure out what the temperature is after 10 minutes. So T minus 20 equals 50E 0.183, and times that by 10. So we're going to get T is equal to 20 plus 50E 1.83. So I'm going to multiply this by 10. Then I'm going to get E to the 50 multiplied by E, wherever that is, shift E to the power of answer. That's 50E, yep, and then plus 20. Oof, that is not right. What have I done here? Yeah, I know I've made a mistake somewhere here. Hold on, let me just check this. Where have I made a mistake? Is it negative? But I divided it by negative 5 though. Hang on. What have I done here? Is K negative? I thought it was positive. Why am I thinking it's positive? Shouldn't it be negative? Yeah, but oh, right. Yep. Silly mistake, because I knew that I was like, this is not right. I gotta do that all over again. Okay, fine. Will this work? Yeah, 28 degrees. Sorry, people. I knew something was wrong, right? I mean, theoretically thinking about it, if the temperature is going down and I'm getting an answer of 332 degrees, yeah, I've definitely done something wrong there. Yep. Again, it kind of helps to know that, know the context of the questions as well. Like when you have these type of questions, you can go, right, yep, this answer just doesn't seem valid. All right, now I just want to have a quick look at the end of last session, what question we actually did. I'm wondering if we did this question or not, because I can't for the love. Oh, we did do this. Okay. All right, next thing is I might just put up a question here. Just looking for a nice one here. All right, I'm gonna try and copy this and let's see if this actually works. Part 14. Now, if you're wondering what type of question Newton's law of cooling is, it's usually it ends up being like an excellence question. Like, I think that's why they've actually stopped doing that. As when I talked to Mr. Santos, I think what was it, when last week I had a quick chat with him. I just need to get some time, and I think a couple of the girls wanted to invite me again to come and have a chat. So they still kind of, I haven't actually heard from them yet. So yeah, once they say it's good to go, I'll pop over. I've got your gear ready though. It's all ready to go. Oh, welcome aboard, Rena. Welcome aboard. All right, have a go with this. And remember, Newton's law of cooling is the one that we're doing. T minus T naught is equal to, I don't know if you want to remember it. I think it's integral, right? So integral, no, not integral. dt dt equals negative k t minus t naught. So give it a go. I'm just going to grab some water. Put into a sink of water at 18 degrees to cool. Kamado, this is year 13, integration, Newton's law of cooling. Why, what level were you after? I'm good, Rena, I'm good. I'm looking forward to the visit to Oriwa tomorrow morning. It's going to be a bit of a long drive at 6:30, but should be fun. Level 2 calc. Okay, so I'm going to say like it's never too late, but I think I might be starting on Monday. I might do level 2 calculus in 15 hours once I finish the level 3 integration. Yeah, sometimes I think I've kind of dug myself a big hole, Rena, with all these school visits. Now, I think I was actually talking to someone about this before. I was like, maybe I should just quit teaching and become a relief teacher. And so anytime your maths teachers are away, they can call me up and say, hey, we'll get you in as a reliever for the day and you can teach maths. And I'll be like, yep, sweet. That sounds like a plan. But then again, it's like when you get a reliever's job, you get to work with year 9, year 8 kids. Relievers for year 8 and 9 is 9 and 10 is crazy. 11, 12 and 13s, it's different. Are you all sorted for visiting next term? DJ, I think, when did we decide on what date we were going to be? Blake's got the minute. No, I don't think the ministry allows for me to get paid twice as a full-time teacher and as a reliever. Ah, yep. So I just need to wait. That's October, isn't it, TJ? I'm trying to think. Give me a time range, man. I feel like I'm missing something. It's like end of Wednesday, yeah. So I can drive down. Yeah, let's aim for that. Commodore, I teach at Ormiston Junior College. Full-time teacher, mate. Full-time teacher. All right, I'm going to start working on this question here. So we've got 98 degrees. 16th of October. Oh, yeah, no, that should be good. 8.3 minutes longer. 13.31. Okay, Lauren, where's your mistake? Or Daniel, where's your mistake? All right, let's try this out. So, look, the thing is, what you will notice is that when you do differential equations, right, it's pretty much whenever you start with, even with Newton's law of cooling, like someone asked me this other day, can I just go straight from here because I know that this is going to end up looking like this? Can I just do that straight away? Now, the sad reality is, while, you know, theoretically we know that this is what it's going to be, but what's important is that you actually do have to show the integral steps. As annoying it is, you would still need to do dt over t minus t0 equals negative k dt. Ah, I see, Lauren. I think Lauren's might be getting a... I'll talk to you more about that particular answer there, Lauren. So we got ln of t minus t0. This is what we did last time, which, as much as it's annoying to do, you have to do this. All right, this is just to show the examiner that you actually know how to do integration of differential equations. Once we do that, we can do the rest of the, you know, silly things. So t minus 18 is ae negative kt. This part you can do it like that. We know that t is equal to 0. Big T is equal to 98. So we're going to get 98 minus 18 equals ae negative k0. We're going to get a is equal to 80. Now, if a is equal to 80, we need to figure out what k is. So it says t is equal to 5. Big T is equal to 38. So we got 38 take away 18 equals 80 e to the power of negative k 5. No, it's 5k again. So we got 20 equals 80 e negative 5k. We've got a quarter equals e negative 5k. Negative 5k equals ln of a quarter. And then ln of 0.25 divided by negative 5 equals to k. K is equal to... I need to do this, don't I, in the calculator? What do we got? ln of 0.25 divided by negative 5. So we should get k is equal to 0.277. Now, thanks to my previous mistake, I actually know what I need to do this time, which is make sure that it's negative k and not positive k. So I've got t minus 18 equals 80 e negative 0.277. And we are looking for how much longer will it take to reach 20 degrees. So 20 take away 18 equals 80 e blah blah blah. We're going to get 2 and 80. And then 1 over 40 equals e to the power of negative 0.2770. And then ln of 1 over 40 equals negative 0.277t. And t is equal to ln of 1 over 40 divided by negative 277. So we've got ln of 1 over 40 and that's divided by answer. What did I miss now? Where did I put this? Oh, I forgot the negative there. That's fine. I know it's 13.34. So 13.3, I guess 13.31 hours. Rough. No, we put that at 13.30 because you guys rounded it. I did not round it. So how much longer will it take? 8.3 minutes. So going back to the, as you were talking about it. Oh, thanks, Hasham. Oh, Hisham, thank you. Going to King is 5-minute drive for everyone. Hang on, wait. So Blake and Daniel, you know how you put down 13.31? That would pretty much mean that you got an E7. Now Lauren, of course, decided to put it as 8.3 minutes longer, which means she might actually get the E8. And so you've got to be very mindful of how you answer these types of questions, to just double check that you're actually doing the full answer, the full question, no, the full answer to the question. Otherwise, it sucks how you can, you miss like one little thing and you end up not getting an E grade for it. Useless one, unfortunately, I'm on a very tight schedule tomorrow. I've got to come back by 1:15 to my school to help out a few kids with their projects, and then at 1:30 I've got to start teaching for the rest of the day. So it's a bit tricky, my friend. All right. All right, I think I have another question. But as for this one, do we have any questions here? I should have actually done this. 1, 2. Sorry, I kind of just went all over the place. Oh, welcome back, J Crow. Nah, Kamado, trust me, like, if you ask any of these year 13s that have been here for the last 13, 14 sessions, they will tell you that it looks hard. These things look hard, but I think you will find it a lot more easier as you start doing through it. Still getting E endorsements in level 1. Minchoko, I'm not sure what. You can get as many achieves and merits you want. As long as you get 80 credits in excellence, then you're going to get an endorsement in excellence. Where did that 830 come from? Cujo, remember that the question is actually asking, after 5 minutes, the egg's temperature is at 38 degrees. After how much longer will it take to the egg to reach 20 degrees? So when the time is 13.3 minutes, it's reached 20 degrees. So I guess with the question is asking how much longer will it take, it takes 8 minutes longer. Yeah, no worries, Bhavya. I think we'll wrap up one more session this. I think we're wrapping it up on Thursday. Oh, is it 50 at excellence? Why do I keep thinking it's 80? How can you confirm in your head that you have the answer if they're all weird decimal places? Well, I guess, Jacob, it depends on the type of question, right? The previous question I did I got a weird answer of 332, and I know realistically that's not actually possible. Yeah, thanks, Daniel, because I've been out of the NCA game for a while now. Yes, Bhavya, we're almost at the end. I think I've got one more thing, which is everybody's favorite rule that we're all waiting to the end to just groan and just kind of get bored with the hell out of this. Nah, TJ, I think I was thinking about the max rank score, like the max rank score of 240. Yeah, to presume. Look, we're gonna do one more question. Actually, this is one of my favorite questions. I'm gonna chuck this up here, And I I genuinely like doing this question, but I just can't remember whether I kind of overcomplicated last time. So it's just loading up. Give it a sec. No worries, Jacob. You're welcome. Yeah, I was thinking 80 rank score, which is the highest one. All right, let's give this one a go, because I think, if I remember correctly, this was a... I forgot how to do this question, by the way, so... gradually decrease from 37 degrees. I have no idea how to start this question. Depends, Commander. Every university has different entry requirements. A person dies, the temperature of their body will gradually decrease from 37 degrees. Yeah, you might want to check that 3 external thing. Engineering at UOA is the one I think it needs. I don't know, maybe they've changed it. How are we going to start this question, people? I think we all got distracted with the other question. Good, Oliver, good. Nah, no one's focused on the question. This is like one of those classes where you put up a question and the teacher's like, what the hell is happening here? It's like, why are we all talking about something else? Ran out of paper. All right, I'm actually kind of stuck in this because I actually don't know where to start from. I need you guys' help. Like, I know we can do this. Well, we can do this, right? Because this is still going to be Newton's law of cooling, isn't it? Let me just check. Did I miss any part of the question? No, I didn't. This is it. D of dt is k t minus t0. Swant, I would actually take time as perhaps minutes. But the problem is, it's like, okay, like we know that, see, I'm not going to do the equation. I know the equation is eventually going to end up looking like this. It's going to be AE negative KT, right? We know this. Now what we're trying to figure out is, when was the murder committed? What if we take 1056 as, no, that wouldn't actually work, would it? Wouldn't work as t equals to 0. So 1056 p.m. 31 degrees. 1 hour later it was 30 degrees. No, but the problem, oh, actually, yeah, I see what you're trying to do there, Swant, because we could actually do that, can't we? Because if we put t equals to 0, but then how would you figure out 1056 though? Holly, I'm gonna need help. So you substitute t equals to 0 and 31. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Should we try that? Would that actually, let's try that. Let's put t equals to 0 and this one as 31 degrees. And then here we put t is equal to 60 and we put this as 30 degrees. Lauren comes clutch again. Awesome. Let's try that. Let's try that. See what happens. So we're going to get 31 minus 22 equals AEK 0. So we're going to get 9 equals A e to the power of 0. Yep, that's fine. So then I'm going to put in 30 minus 22 equals 9e negative k 60. Yeah, I can see what's happened. Like I can't even keep track of the conversations. I know Lauren actually put that up, but I'm just gonna finish the question. So I've got 8 equals 9e negative 60k. I've got 8 over 9 equals e to the power of negative 60k. Lauren, I'm actually wondering whether it's better to do it as 1 rather than 60. Because then we can do 1 hour and then try and work it backwards. Rather than putting negative 60, because it's going to end up looking I don't think it matters. Let's just try this. ln of 8 over 9 is negative 60k, and then k is equal to ln of 8 over 9 over negative 60. So ln of 8 over 9 oh, Commodore Zero, what are you doing, man? Just look after your money. All right, so see, it's going to give us a very nasty looking k value. K value is like 1.96 times 10 to the power of negative 3. All right, so if we work backwards at 37 degrees, we're going to get 37 minus 22 equals 9e negative 1.96 times 10 to the power of negative 3t. So 37 minus 22, that's going to be 15. 15 divided by 9 equals e to the power of negative 1.96. Oh. T, so we're going to get ln of 15 over 9 equals negative 1.96 t. Oh no, this is not going to be fun. So that's going to get divided by negative 1.96 over negative 3. So let's try this, Lauren, to see whether you got it right. ln of 15 over 9 divided by the answer. Divided by negative answer. So it's going to be negative 260. Yep, J-Crow, nice. Negative 260. But we need to convert that into a time. So 260 minutes. .32 hours. Yeah, but it's negative 260 TJ, so that means we got to go 1056 10:56 p.m. So minus 4 hours, which is 240 minutes, means the murder was committed before 6:56 p.m. minus 20 minutes. So it's going to be 6:36 p.m. minus 0.22 minutes. So 0.22 minutes. 13.2 seconds. So if you really want to get accurate, you can say it's at 6:35 and 46.8 seconds. That's when the murder was committed. Oh, you got 6:36, 260, 40. I got 6:35. It's always possible, Lauren. It's always possible. All right, guys. Look, I know we got distracted way too much there, thanks to Commando Zero. It's hey you little whatever this thing is. But yeah, guys, that's folks. That's pretty much what do you call it? That's pretty much Newton's law of cooling. I think we just did like probably one of the more trickier questions in that. So yeah, today's session is just like a really quick 3 questions. All these 3 questions would be excellence at level 3. Yeah, all of them would be excellence, Daniel. Commodore Zeret, look, to be honest, I've had multiple people come and say that to me. I do what I do when I do how I do it. Don't really care about the rest of it. But no, thank you for the idea. But yeah, I enjoy doing what I do. Kai Evans, this is level 3 integration. Nah, Cujo, you're gonna get a question for you. You know what? You guys are all gonna get punished next session. I'm gonna teach you Simpson's rule and trapezium rule. I don't want to do that. Awesome, they do come in the mocks. I've seen them in the mocks a lot. So nah, Zion, that's Mr. Weebly's domain. I don't go there. Well, we got nothing else to cover, TJ. I think we've covered everything. We have covered pretty much everything that we need to do for integration. There is nothing else that I need to cover. The only reason I'm doing the next one is because I don't think we're going to hit 15 hours. It's going to be 14 hours. Dumbest rule ever. Crack up, J. Crow. Yeah, folks, so that is pretty much us today. Can we just chill and have a Subash story time next session? Well, we got 10 minutes to kill. What do you guys want to know? Awesome, Daniel. That's really awesome to hear that. Kai, unfortunately, I don't have a visual kind of thing, but how do I call it? Yeah, it's just one of those things. You just kind of, once you do the questions, you kind of just get through it. Subash story time. Cannot believe we're doing story time in the middle of integration. What? Jacob, trust me, like it's not even worth going over an hour for. I'm serious. It's so bad. All you have to do is just substitute from a table into a formula. That's it. It's about story time for the win. What do we want to know? We got 5 minutes to kill. Which story do we go in? Pick a day or pick a time, or ask a question. Play me game. What is that? Um, we didn't have credits. We actually had school C, so that was pretty much you got one little. Gonna move the mic closer. Yeah, you pretty much got like out of 100. That was it. And if you got over 50, you passed. Yeah, it's bursary. That's what it was, TJ. We didn't have NCA. Tree burn. Flick it over to me, man. Flick it over to me. We'll have a crack. Daniel, for calculus, I got 90 in the final exam. I think I got like 91 for calculus and 93 for stats out of 100. Biggest comeback you've seen from a student in your class or school? Biggest comeback. Biggest comeback. I wouldn't say in my school, but I had a guy that reached out to me, and I think I posted a photo of him earlier this year. 2 years ago, he got in touch with me, and he's like, "Look, I haven't done level 2 algebra. I want to do engineering. What do I do? You know, can I still do calculus at level 3?" This guy didn't do level 2 algebra or calculus. I said to him, like, "Look, it's worth a shot. You know, here's all the links for my resources. Go through and you know, see what happens." And then a year later, I think at the start of this year, he messaged me and he basically said that that he had actually got through his exams, and he's starting engineering. He started engineering this year at University of Auckland. That was pretty cool. There was a guy that I met in Wellington, and I think this was the biggest story. It was weird because I was doing a meet and greet in Wellington, and he didn't even know that I was there. He just walked past, and I was finishing up everything. My wife and I were like leaving, getting ready to leave for home. I grabbed my gear, and then this dude, you know, he's obviously not a kid. He's a little bit older. Comes straight up to us and goes, "Man, are you really Infinity Plus One? I saw you, and I thought I have to come and say thank you." And I was like, you know, so we sat there having a conversation, and he basically said to me that you know, he had failed his mocks, and he needed rank score to get a scholarship to go to I think he wanted to come to Auckland. He was from Palmy, you know, small school, and he kept saying, like, you know, he kept saying, "Man, you really changed my life, you know, you I don't think you realize." And I was like, you know, mate, I just do exam questions, you know, it's like, if it helps people, it helps people. But no, and then he kept going on about it, and he told me the full story. Basically what happened was he applied for a scholarship, and they said that he needed this particular rank score to get that scholarship approved. And he said, basically, I binge watched your videos till I got everything. And then, long story short, he passed his exams, got his rank score, got the scholarship, moved out of Palmy, moved into Auckland, and got everything paid for, his course paid for, his accommodation paid for. And he basically said to me, like, "Look, without your help, I would not have actually left Palmy." And I was like, you know, my wife was sitting, like, she was standing next to me, and she was like, she was almost in tears. And you know, and even at that point I was like, oh, I should have really videotaped, like, you know, we should have actually recorded this, because it would have been such a cool story to share. But sometimes I'm like, you know what, it's good to be in that moment, and just enjoy it. And that's what it was. And I was like, that was a cool comeback story, and it made me feel good. I was like, cool, done. So yeah, that's a comeback story right there. That's gonna stick with me for a long time. Differentiate 2 over 3t. 2 over 3t. You've got to bring the t to the. If you bring t to the numerator, it's going to become -1. But yeah, like you know, like, now I'm meeting a lot more students, like especially with the school tours. It's crazy, because it's like, you know, I go to schools and I listen to kids, and you know, guys, and this is the thing that I learned the most about all of this is that, I spent, that's for integration. Sorry, I'm answering questions as well. He asked how to differentiate. Bhavya, trust me, I like these guys ask for story time because I've gone through some crazy adventures, and there's people that have gone through far more adventures than me. But I'll tell you this, and I don't think you guys hear this enough in schools, because in schools you just kind of focus on getting your grade, getting your next, kind of like the next thing, right? Like you cut to level 1, you're like, oh, I need to get my level 1s. You get to level 2 and you're like, oh, I need to get my level 2s. Level 3, oh, I need to get my level 3s. Oh, I need to get my university entrance. Oh, I need to get a job. And the thing is, like, what they don't tell you, or what they don't teach you at school, is it's gonna be okay, right? Like, even if things don't work your plan, like your mates might end up going to uni and doing all of that, but as long as you're breathing, you'll find a way. I think that's the most important thing. So, but yeah. Now, anyway, next question. Yeah, and we're talking about differentiation and integration as well. Ultimate Scout, I have no idea, because yeah, I think it's something you need to talk to your careers advisor about. Yeah, zombies, you're on the right track right there. Cujo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, your exam results, to a degree, they kind of go, oh yeah, like, look, they matter. Like, how do I put this, man? Like, you know, I say this to my wife because she is like, she's studying at the moment, and she's a hard out, like, she's studying hard out at the moment, right? And I'm like, what the hell, It's like, if you get an A plus, or if you get a C minus, you still get a degree. A pass is a pass, And the thing is, it's like, for me, I go, well, if I'm gonna get the degree with a C, what's the purpose of me working so hard and getting an A? That's my thinking. I'm not saying that's the best way to think, but the reality is that I'm super lazy about that, right? Like, that's why all of my exams after high school, they were like C's. Until you're like really passionate about what you're doing. Like, I was getting C's in my degree, like maths degree, but when I got to my teaching diploma, that's when I started like really getting high grades, because I was in my element, I was enjoying it. So the biggest thing I can tell you is that pick something that actually makes you, that you're like excited to go and do, or want to learn about. Because when I did engineering, I didn't, I just did it because all my mates did it, and all my mom and dad wanted me to do it. But when I went into teaching, the getting the maths degree was hard. I kept failing things, but getting to teachers college and then doing the course there, I was like, well, I was getting good grades. Yeah, I got into engineering. Zombies, yep, you are correct. It's not negative. Is it negative 2? Did you say 2/3t? Yeah, that looks right, zombies. Yeah, 1 year engineering at Auckland University, and then agreed, Cujo, agreed. I'm not gonna lie about it. 2/3t. 2/3t should be negative 2 over. No, no. I think I know what your problem was. What's the answer you put? No, 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 no. Sorry. I was just looking at your answer now, zombies. It's gotta be. You can't take the 3t. You only take the t up to the numerator, not the 3. Hang on. Let me just do this quickly. Let's help zombies out. Sorry, zombies. I was zombie, so whatever your name is. Stream, you silly thing. So zombies, I think you were doing this. 2 over 3t, what you do is you write it like this. You only bring t to the power of -1 to the top. Then you would get 2 over 3 times -1 t to the power of -2. So this is going to become -2 over 3 t squared. Daniel, I don't really have a preference. I actually like doing complex numbers because the reason I like doing complex numbers is because you can do the whole thing without a calculator. So I actually really enjoy doing complex numbers a lot. I'm doing uni maths course in school next year, so I said I can't just binge your video. Lauren, are you year 12? Because the only is that a max course that you're doing? Oh, you as well, J. Kuro. Oh, you guys all doing the Maths 199. Good luck, because God, that's a good tough paper. Oh, Blake as well. Oh, you're year 11. Wow. Incredible. That's awesome to hear, Laura. That's all right, Swant. Nah, I am so bad at Maths 199. Man, you guys are like hardcore when you go to Maths 199. Oh, Zachary, that's awesome to hear. Well, actually, probably not awesome to hear. But glad you have prepping for that. Hey, you're Cristiano. How you doing? Cujo, the Maths 199 course is like it's such a good good challenge. Oh, Blake, you missed out Marco. Marco was here from back in the day when we did what was he doing? Marco used to come out. He was a year 10 kid that used to hang out at our year 13 streams, and he just picked up stuff. I'm at Ormiston Junior College, man, out in Flatbush in Auckland. Frederick, we are just finishing integration level 3 in 15 hours. So I reckon in the next 3 months, you can have 45 hours to watch through the streams and just learn as much as you can. Ethan, Lauren has been trying to get me to come down to Muay Thai, and if I do come down, I have to go do like a little dual stop. I think Tauranga girls also want me to come and visit them. I'll probably have to take like a day off just to go and visit and then fly in and out. Maybe that's what we should do. Lauren, that's what we should do. We should actually get all 3 of your schools to get together, and we can like do a package where like I fly in, come in for the morning, afternoon, and evening at your schools or something like that. Because all I need is just a flight ticket, man, because I don't want to drive down for 3 hours. Right, people, that's me. I've got to hit whatever time to come down to South Island. Bhavya, as far as I know, it's all to do with airfares, because like in Auckland I can just drive. I can take time off school and just drive down to visit people. But the moment, like I think even Whangarei, I had a look at it and it was like a 2-hour drive. If it's South Island, it's as long as there's if Air New Zealand or school can sponsor me a flight, I'm happy to come down and work with you kids and then head back in the evenings to still come and do a stream in the night. That'd be crazy. I'll see they've got Peyton as well. Peyton, okay. We've got Peyton, we've got Ethan, we've got Lauren. That's 3 people from 3 different schools in Tauranga. I'm sure we can get something to work out. JC, I'll send that t-shirt to you this weekend, Pebbles, all right? Yeah, it's worth, Bhavya. I mean, like... Now, Hamilton is probably an hour for me, TJ, because I live down in South Auckland. And I live off the motorway ramp. I mean, like, I'm on the motorway in like 2 minutes. See you on Thursday, JC. All right, team. I'm gonna see you on Thursday. Have a great day. If you're in Oriwa tomorrow, come and say hi to me. If you're in Otahuhu on Thursday, come and say hi as well, because I'm down at Otahuhu on Thursday. So yeah, it'd be lovely to see you folks if any of you are in those schools. And if you are in the stream and you're from those schools, let me know so I can just come and say hi to you. But yeah, thank you guys as always. Take care, and I'll see you Thursday. All right. Oh, YouTube and Instagram. Man, the battle is good. I think YouTube's still gonna win though. But anyway, have a good night, folks. See you later.